Howdy, 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 y'all. How you doing today?
Good morning.
Good morning, Carrie. Thank you for being here with me. And happy birthday, Don Lennon.
Yes, happy birthday, John.
That's right. Now, I'll be mentioning this a couple of times, but I did find a very nice biography about John
You're
Lennon
welcome.
of course, on the biography channel. So it is pinned up there at the top of the chat for any of you that would like to, grab it and go look at it later. Good morning, Michelle and Daniel. Good morning, Connie. Yeah, y'all play nice there. And Trisha, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for being here.
Hi, you guys.
I hope y'all are all big John Lennon slash Beatle fans because I am. And of course, I grew up in that era. So you would think I would be, wouldn't you? Good morning, Amy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Do you have both of them little bitty babies with you today? Are you going to go ahead and take your pills?
Yeah.
Oop, look at there. So anybody that would like to load up some pretty little rainbow hearts for Carrie, she's taking her pills this morning. Being a good girl. Good morning, Sam. It is 2 a.m. and all is well. Hope everyone is doing good. Well, sweetheart, thank you so much for staying up for us. Goodness, unless you're a night owl, and then that would just, be kind of normal for you, right? But I do appreciate you being in here. So until a few more folks get in here, let's go ahead and get, the normal. Oh, thank you. Looky there. Connie gave you some hearts.
Thank you, Connie.
Oh, goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and Asia Joe, Sweetie Pea, how are you doing today?
Hi, Asia.
I'm going to go ahead and let you know what my weather is, if it will pop up here real quick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's my weather? Where is my weather? Well, now that's just
She's off today and tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Well, great. Okay, so in Arlington right now it is 73 degrees and feels like 84, and I would most definitely agree with that because we have 73% humidity. It's supposed to get up to 86 today. So, I mean, we're kind of almost there as far as the feel like temperature is concerned. Oh, look at that. Daniel gave you all the color rainbow hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yes. I mean, I didn't forget that it was your daughter's wedding Saturday, Amy, but I had forgot that you'd mentioned a while back that you were going to take off a couple of days.
It's 50 here. Feels like 52.
Oh.
Our high is going to be 59.
Man, you are truly into good fall weather. Okay, 19 degrees Celsius there. Please don't make me look that up Fahrenheit. Is that going to be like around
Probably the
50?
same as me.
Yeah, I was going to say around 50 here.
Hey, Siri. What's 18 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Oh, Sam says about 70 here.
64.4.
Wow, you were a lot closer than I was, Sam. Good morning, Sarah. 51, but feels like 49 with the expected high of 61. Man, I'm just so jealous of y'all's weather. Whoa, I would love to feel that right now. But we're supposed to be getting cooler weather by the first of next week. So, Connie says she's going to be working and listening. So keep me up in the chat. Well, of course, sweetheart, I will most certainly will. Well, I have my I have some special coffee that I brought back with me from Tennessee, which is funny because unless you order it off of Amazon, you're only going to find it in a Texas store called HEB Groceries. And Mary had brought some of it up to all of us there in Tennessee. It's called The Taste of the Hill Country. And I know many of you have heard me talk about like a Texas pecan flavor. There's a Taste of San Antonio, Taste of Houston. So I'm drinking Taste of the Hill Country and topped it off with my hazelnut creamer. You're listening while putting squares together. Oh my goodness, girlfriend.
She did some really pretty flower squares.
Oh yeah, she
And
told me yesterday that's what she was going to do.
yeah, and she's joining them with black.
Oh man, that's going to
Hi,
make it colors.
Jay.
Good morning, Jay. How are you? And Amy says, oh, you're sweating at 70 degrees, Daniel? Wow. I guess your 70 over there is a lot different than our 70 over here. Amy says it is 53, but feels like 46. Wow. So, as you all heard me say, coming in this morning, it is John Lennon's birthday. He was born in 1940. So, folks, that means that he would be 85? Yeah. Is that right? 25? Yes, he'd be 8. Oh, my goodness, 85 years old. Woo! Asia Joe said there's a lady named Mary who owns a seed shop called Mary's Heirloom. Yes, Heirloom Seeds. She also sells coffee now and has partnered up with a local for her coffee shop. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and she's from Texas. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's not my Mary, but. Oh, that roasts and blends her coffees for. That's cool. Oh, Sam, how neat. Was born the same year as your dad. Well, there you go. That's a great way to use up some scrap yarn. Jay is crocheting a scrap yarn rug for her laundry room. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. With my luck, I'd slip and fall right on my butt.
You can get
Hi, Mary.
Good morning, Mary, sweetheart. How are you? You did. Well, Asia Joe, congratulations. She actually won a few packets of her seeds last night. That's awesome. I have a packet of bluebonnet seeds that I need to get planted because they won't bloom until in the spring, but I'm going to put them in a container to take with me everywhere I go. So I'll have a little bit of Texas wherever I'm at. And I told my husband too, I wanted a, they call it a dwarf purple sage. And of course, you know, if you keep them pruned back like you would, say, a bonsai tree, they'll only get as big as you'll let them grow in their container. Mary says she's good. Jay says I'm holding 3 stands together and doing the corner to corner stitch with an 8mm hook. So it's super squishy. Oh, that's lovely. Asia Joe, I've been very blessed by God in so many small ways here lately between y'all two and now her. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm hoping your package either goes out today or tomorrow. It depends on if hubby gets out. But it's all boxed up and ready to go to you.
Yeah, yours from me went out yesterday.
Yay! Well, you're going to be getting a few little packages for the next few weeks. That's great. All right, so I'm going to give you just a little brief history about John Lennon. I mean, many of you, if you went through the Beatles craze like I did and still are, so to speak, you probably, a lot of this you already know, but then maybe some of it you don't. So this comes off of the biography channel. And like I said, I left you a little link up there at the top. Um, John was born, obviously, today in 1940 in Liverpool, England, during a German air raid in World War II. That I didn't know. But I did know that when he was 4 years old, he went to live and was raised by his Aunt Mimi because his parents separated. He didn't have much contact with his dad because he was a sea merchant, and obviously was spent most of his time out on the water. His mother did remarry, but he continued to live with his aunt. But his mother did teach him the love of music, and he started playing the banjo and the piano. And after he, conquered those two pretty much, his mama bought him a guitar. And as they can say, the rest of that is history as far as that part was concerned.
Good morning, Kat.
Good morning, Nana Mama Cat. How are you? They said as a child, Lennon was a prankster and he enjoyed getting into trouble. His art teacher, when John was a little boy, he enjoyed drawing a lot, such like grotesque pictures and things like that. So his art teacher honestly thought that he would go to become a artist in that particular part, drawing and sketching. But obviously his love of music kind of took over. Elvis Presley's explosion onto the rock music scene inspired the 16-year-old Lennon to create the skiffle band called the Quarrymen, and they got their name from the school that he attended. In 1957, he met Paul McCartney, and a year later, George Harrison joined the group. But you know what, folks? This is something that I found very interesting, that Lennon and McCartney were the two who eventually formed one of the most successful songwriting partnerships in musical history. Now, I knew the two of them wrote a lot of music together, but I just didn't realize that what they did write together had such an impact on rock and roll. Let's see. The first recording that the group made was a Buddy Holly song, That'll Be the Day, in 1958. And it was Buddy Holly's group the Crickets, that inspired the band, the Quarrymen, to change their name. Lennon would later joke that he had a vision when he was 12 years old of a man appearing on a flaming pie and said unto them, "From this day forward, you are the Beatles with an A." So there you go. That's where when he decided to rename the group, that's where their name came from. Brian Epstein discovered them at Liverpool's Cavern Club in 1961, and he took over as their manager. And it was at that point that Ringo Starr joined the group. And as a group, they released their first single in 1962, Love Me Do. And then Lennon wrote the group's follow-up single, Please Please Me, Please Please Me, inspired primarily by Roy Orbison, who also fed Lennon's infatuation with the pun in Bing Crosby's famous lyrics, "Oh, please lend your little ears to my pleas," from the song Please. So the Beatles song, Please Please Me, was born. The Beatles went on to become the most popular band in Britain with the release of such mega hits as She Loves You and I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Good morning, Lana.
Good morning, Lana, sweetie. How are you? All right. So in 1964, the Beatles became the first British band to break out in the United States, beginning with their appearance on the television show, The Ed Sullivan Show. And folks, I remember that. Yes, I do. Also, yeah. I'm really dating myself, aren't I? Let's see. Beatlemania launched a British invasion of rock bands in the United States that also included the Rolling Stones and the Kinks. Following their appearance on Sullivan, the Beatles returned to Britain to film their first film, A Hard Day's Night. And right after the release of the movie, they prepared for their first world tour. Oh my goodness. Now this I didn't know. The Beatles' second film Help was released in 1965. That June, Queen Elizabeth II announced that the Beatles would be named a member of the Order of the British Empire. Isn't that cool? Wow. In 1965, they released a big mega hit album, Rubber Soul, that was noted for extending beyond the love songs and popular formulas for which the band had previously been known. All right. So I'm going to leave the rest of that for you to look at on your own, but let's talk about their music. Let me get over here and pull it up. So what are some of your favorite? Well, let me go back to this. Number one, Carrie, are you a Beatles fan?
Not really.
Not really? Oh man.
I like a couple of their songs, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like a diehard Beatle fan.
Well, I loved their music. Of course, I grew up with gospel and country, but oh my goodness. Now, I love more of their love songs, you know. Of course, being a teenager at that time, I would, wouldn't I? Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Good morning, Laura.
I hope you're doing well today, sweetheart. I understand it's going to be a little stressful for you, but that's okay. Oh, they did, Sam? She said a friend of my family in the UK saw the Beatles perform in Liverpool before they became famous. Now that's a really cool memory, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Say, I knew them when. Yeah, my husband loves to mention the fact that he met Reba McEntire when she was a opening act for someone I can't remember over in Fort Worth at Billy Bob's. It's a big dance hall there, and in between one of the sets, they actually got out there on the dance floor and danced. Now, of course, this was before my time, but so he gets to really say, "I knew Reba when." Nana Cat says too, not really a Beatles fan, but I did like some of their songs. Well, you know, it's really funny, but my youngest daughter is a huge Beatles fan. And my grandson, her son, who is, you know, 26, 27 years of age. I mean, when he was a teenager, anything that had the Beatles on it or anything in reference to the Beatles, he had to have it. He had T-shirts with Beatles on them. We bought him one time a four-piece glassware set that had the Beatles and different, you know, little iconic scenes on them. Yeah, and to this day, he is still a Beatles fan. Mm-hmm. Yep. I just think it's a shame. And you know, and it happens an awful lot. Those that seem to have such a wonderful talent, whether it be in music or acting, writing, many times when they're at their peak, you know, they're taken from us. He was only 40 when he was shot and killed. Good morning, Heidi. How are you?
Good morning, Heidi.
I'd like to know, Heidi, are you a Beatles fan? And Michelle at the top of the chat mentioned that her favorite song is Imagine, and it is mine as well as far as the Beatles songs are concerned. It is my number one favorite song. Oh, Heidi, I am so sorry, sweetheart. Well, yeah, after cleaning, if you're like me, whenever I'm cleaning, Heidi, I do like one room and then I have to sit down for a bit. And then I get up and do something else and I have to sit down for a bit. Speaking of my grandson from earlier, his favorite song for a long time was Yellow Submarine. Yeah. I grew up listening to the Beatles. My mother is a fan. She's 67 years old. Well, sweetheart, she's right there with me. You know what her favorite song might have been? Or let's say is? But you know, there were a lot of great rock and roll bands that hit the scene at the same time as John Lennon and his group. I remember listening to the Monkees. Oh goodness.
I remember the Monkees.
Michelle says mine is Imagine. The same way with me, Michelle. I love that song. Imagine all the people. Yep. So let's take a break here for just a moment and see what everyone is working on today. I am putting a few more rows on my beautiful little Agatha reading shawl. I do that mainly whenever I'm sitting here in front of the computer. Yes, and the Beach Boys. Oh my goodness. Good morning, my sweet Leslie.
Good morning, Leslie.
Tricia says my favorite Beatles songs is Let It Be. My daughter has it tattooed on her arm. Oh, goodness. I love the Monkees. My sister and I watched their little TV series. Yes. Over and over. My dad was so sorry for showing us. Yes, I have, haven't I? But like I said, I mainly work on it when I'm over here in front of my computer. Oh, yes, yesterday. Trouble seems so far away.
Oh, I love the Beastie Boys.
Yes. I didn't get into them as much. And of course, I also grew up with Rolling Stones. I have emotional support chicken with me, but I also brought a new shawl pattern that I'm going to start knitting next. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I believe that Leslie has taken to this knitting like crazy. I mean, every time you turn around, she's knitting something. And Sarah says she's still on her bag project of caking your big project of caking up yarn to make some more room in my bedroom. Well, are you going to be using this yarn anytime soon, Sarah? Because I don't know if it's true. I don't do anything with my yarn until I'm ready to use it. But I've always heard that you didn't want to cake up your yarn until you were getting ready to use it. So I don't know. I still wish I had bought the yarn to knit the white sweater that was on display at the spinnery last week. Well, sweetheart, you know what? I did get a card with their phone number on it. I can send it to you. Unless you picked up your own card. Eventually? Okay. Well, I never got to go see the Beatles in concert. Of course, I really don't, and I've had many opportunities to go see different groups. Um, I just, I just don't do well in crowds, especially like you would find at concerts like that. Oh, that's awesome, Leslie. She gets to go back to the spinnery.
Hi,
Hello,
Cindy.
hello, Cindy. How are you doing? Cindy, are you a Beatles fan? Yeah, I would too, Leslie. Let me tell you. So, Cindy, are you a Beatles fan? And if you are, what's your favorite song? Besides, Leslie, that will be something good for both of you to look forward to, and it'll help to get him out of the house. Everybody's saying hi to Cindy. I do love listening to their songs. I just don't have a favorite. Exactly. I have several things on that escape list. Well, that's good. So, share. I know Carrie showed us progress on her blanket from yesterday. I did that again.
Are you trying to crochet?
Yes, I'm going to have to stop, I think, because I boo booed again. The only singer I ever met was Buddy Benton at his theater in Branson. Oh wow, Bobby Benton. Name sounds familiar, but I
I
didn't.
will, Leslie.
There you go. It's a Halloween blanket, Leslie.
Oh,
Wait. Let me make it big.
okay.
Oh, wrong person. Where are we? There we are. Oh, thank you.
It's so heavy now. It's getting so big.
Imagine, yeah. Look, Leslie. Isn't this adorable?
And it's reversible.
And look, Daniel, it has candy corn.
It does have candy corn.
That's his favorite. Isn't it beautiful?
Thank you, Leslie.
Leslie said my mother was a huge Crystal Gale fan. I took her to see her in concert, and my mother managed to get us backstage passes after the show to talk to her. Oh, how lovely. Oh, he's saying, oh, that's right. Thank you. He sang Blue Velvet. I told you I knew the name was familiar.
It's for my daughter, Leslie.
Yep.
She's a big, huge Halloween freak.
Her not a freak. Her's a fan. Her loves Halloween.
She does.
But then there's a lot of people that love Halloween. I mean, I love it too. I honestly do. But, you know, it's like I was telling you earlier, I don't think I would want to make a blanket that was just holiday
I
specific.
don't know. If I wasn't making this for her, I would keep it because it's actually really cool. And the process of making this blanket's been a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed this part
Uh-huh.
and the spider
See, I would love the ghost and the candy corn.
and the ghost and the candy corn and then these faces.
Right.
And now we're on Boo.
But see, there's no way that I would want to do the reverse stitch on it because, you know, you were saying it's already heavy now. Um,
It doesn't change the weight of the blanket. You're not adding any yarn. I bet you if someone made a regular, hi Carrie,
Hello, little Carrie. How are
one,
you?
a regular one, and then someone did the negative stitch, they'd weigh the same or
Okay.
really, really close to the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
Because
just,
all you're doing is on the double crochet, you're going in that back loop and
yeah,
going down and picking up the single crochet back loop of the row
yeah.
before, and you're pulling that up. So you're not actually using any more yarn.
Okay. Well, I thought you were, or I thought I had read somewhere. Now again, because I don't
Like I said,
do.
that's not true. If it was written somewhere, it's not true. I
Okay.
don't see how it it consists of using more yarn.
Right. Oh, that's all right, sweetheart. That's why we're trying to keep. That's why I keep trying to read everything in the chat. So those of you that are lurking know where the conversation's going. Um, I just always, okay, like I said, I read somewhere. Oh, I know where it was in the Nikki's handmade calendar blanket that I'm doing. She said if you're going to do the reverse stitch, you need to buy extra yarn. So that's why I just thought it would
Well,
be.
the reverse stitch is different than the negative stitch.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, then that explains it.
Because yes, you do, Carrie. I think I might be wrong, but I think on the reverse stitch, you go both ways.
Okay.
Like you do your one row from left to right, and then you
And then you turn
flip it
around.
and you do that same row and
Yeah,
keep
going back.
and then flip it again and then do that row, the next row, flip it and do that same row again. I think.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
not 100% sure.
in my
Thank you,
desert
Carrie.
cactus, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing from right to left, turning using the same color thread going back. But when you go back to the beginning using the same color, it's all single crochets. You know what I mean? So maybe there is a difference then between reverse and the negative stitch. Oh, Heidi, what did you finish? Let me go back up there and look. Maureen, I sent an email of the skirt I finished using my flat bill knitting machine. Okay, let me go grab it up. Share all of this with y'all. Come on. Oh my goodness. How pretty. Okay, just a second. Now I know I can do this. Camera. Share screen. Come on. Right there. All right, here is her skirt, folks. Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
And that was done on a flat bed knitting machine. That is really pretty, Heidi. I want to. Wow. How long did it take you to make that, sweetheart? Because that's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. What? Danger.
All right, what's going on here?
What?
2 weeks. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know what happened, but my screen is wonky now. Okay, I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. So, what's everybody else working on? I don't know how she messed up her screen.
Like I said, I don't know what happened, but when I came back, all I had was this little sliver going down. And Carrie, we are behind on our devotional. We's late.
I'm busy loving on my kitty cat.
Thank you, Heidi, for sharing that.
Okay. Today is the 9th. Running over. Give and gifts will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Will they pour into the porch formed by the blossom of the blossom of your robe, and used as a bag for with the measure you deal out, with the measure you use when you confer benefits on others, it will be measured back to you. Luke 6:38. Danger, stop. When God created Adam and Eve, he blessed them, told them to be fruitful and multiply, and to use all the vast resources of the earth that he gave them in the service of God and man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you being fruitful? Is your life causing increase? When you get involved with people and things, do they increase and multiply? Some people only take in life and they never add anything. I refuse to be that kind of person. I want to make peoples live better. Women are sensitive to the needs of others. I believe God gives you and me the ability to be touched by the infirmities of others for the express purpose of helping. Women are experts of beginning comfort. Courageous women are givers. Don't selfishly and fearfully pass through this life, but do everything you can, every way you can, for everyone you can, as often as you can. If that is your goal, you will be one of those rare individuals who actually makes the world a better place. Lord, help me to use the gifts you've given me in the service of others. Make me to be fruitful in others' lives. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Carrie.
Hey, I'm gonna whip you, cat.
Says, I was just trying to help, Mama.
Yeah, he's not helping. He's more of a pain in the butt.
Laura says, stars on 45 Beatles version.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either, Laura. Do you mean on the streaming service Stars? Well, I do know that there's going to be a lot on like the History Channel today. I'm sure there's going to be a lot about John Lennon and the Beatles. I'm sure there'll be
You know what? I really thought that he was younger than 40 when he got killed.
I thought he was older.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
What year did he get assassinated in?
Well, if he was born in 1940,
And he was 40, that would be 1980.
1979, 1980. Yeah.
And
I
so
mean,
my mom was a huge Elvis fan. And my dad. They both loved Elvis.
my mother was a big Elvis fan. My dad was more into country and gospel, which hence, was the reason why we had so much of that at home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my dad did love Buddy Holly. He really did. And he would just sometimes say that Buddy Holly was a rock singer, a country singer, and a rock body. Yeah. He really did enjoy him. Heidi says, Miss Thistle just jumped in my lap with wet feet and face. She plays in the water bowl. Yes. We had a cat that was like that. And he would get so upset. I mean, the water bowl wouldn't be empty, but if it didn't have a certain amount of water in it, he literally would be in there and you would hear him hitting the bowl just enough to make it rattle on the floor. And if you didn't get in there soon enough, he would tip it to the point where the water would start slashing out onto the floor. Hence, I had to get one of those mats that had, a little rubber lip around the edge so that when he would do that, the water would stay there and not get out on the floor. Oh, yeah, he was a very comical kitty cat. But we loved him. Wouldn't have taken for him. Even my husband will acknowledge that he had a fondness for Oscar because as far as he was concerned, Oscar was not a cat. Because Wayne does not like cats. Mm-hmm. Now, he won't be mean to him or mistreat him or anything, but he just doesn't care for him. Yep. Could you let her in, please? Thank you.
Is that your daughter-in-law's dog?
The one that's barking? Yes. He's on this like little, almost to the hour, She goes out, does her business, comes back in, sleeps, gets up, barks, wants to go out. Barks, wants to come in, which is good, I mean, at least she lets us know what she wants done. And if you pay attention to her and let her out,
there aren't any accidents.
Yep, that's right. Won't find any accidents. Tinker has a habit of waking me up in the middle of the night wanting water. Sarah.
I'd be
Yeah,
making
you know
sure
what?
that bowl was full before I went to bed.
Well, Tia does the same thing. She wakes me up in the middle of the night, but since she sleeps with me and the mattress is too high up and we don't have a little stair for her to walk up and down, I do have to get her up, let her go to the bathroom. Well, she goes to the bathroom, then she runs to the pee pad. So, yeah. But luckily, this only happens once a night. Unless she's had something that's upset her tummy, and then we're up and down and up and down and up and down.
Right.
So what's everyone going to be working on later today? I know that Carrie's going to be working on her boo, on her blanket.
I want to start the
Yes.
cauldrons.
Oh, well, then you got to get the stitching and get boo done.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm on 16, and then I go through 21, and then 22 is all back loop, 23 is all front loop, 24 is all back loop, and 25 is all front loop. So that'll be easy.
Yeah, because then you're just filling back in with the black, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. And then the first two rows of the cauldrons are back loop only.
What color is
And
the black?
using, huh?
I was just going to ask, what colors are you going to be using in that section?
Green apple, ombre.
For the cauldron or for the background?
Oh, I think the background. And the cauldrons will be black.
That would make sense.
Well, on one side. Then on the other side, they'll be the opposite.
Right.
And then after that, I get to do the witch's hat. And I'm doing that in the violet ombre. And the hat will be black. And
is that the last patterned row and you can start on the border, or do you have something else to add?
oh no, there's 13 patterns.
Woo!
Then after the hats are pumpkins, then cats, then these weird eyes.
Oh.
And then I have to add in this. If I feel like doing the skulls, I have to do the skulls that I skipped.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But haven't you already done pumpkins? I mean, I know they were jack-o'-lanterns.
No, that wasn't pumpkins. That was faces.
Oh, okay. See, I thought they were jack-o'-lanterns.
Here, let me show you them. Let me see if I can get it open. Vintage. No, that's not it.
Man, there's a lot of patterns.
You're really hurting me.
To that blanket. I didn't realize there were that many patterns on there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ready? Oh, wait.
It's not.
Can you make it bigger? Oh.
Yeah. No, bigger.
Whose pattern is it?
It's a bunch of different, it's 13 different designers.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So I skipped this part right here.
Where the skull is?
Mm-hmm. And so I have to put those back in. And I was wondering if I should put them back in between the cauldrons and the witch's hat, or I don't understand why. What's this? Hide for this document. I don't know why it won't let me scroll or anything. Ow, stop it. He's a devil child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I could have made it bigger. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's all right. Good morning, Mama Gwen. How are you, sweetheart?
Good morning, Mama Gwen.
So I have to ask real quick, Mama Gwen, are you a Beatles fan? And if you are, what is your favorite song? I would like to know. Well, I would think you need to put the skulls back in, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, 13 has something to do with Halloween, and there's 13 different. I'll put it in.
Even if you just made it the last pattern, you know?
Not after I do the boo, but after I do the, yes, Yellow Submarine.
I was telling them that's my oldest grandson's favorite song, still to this day.
Will you stop clawing me?
We all live in a yellow submarine. Mine is imagined. Imagine all the people. Back up. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Good girl. Thank you.
I wonder if I can get a brush for you.
Oh, he's got them ears back. He is not happy with you. Probably didn't like the word no, huh?
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, I just want to remind everyone that we will be over at Carrie's house tomorrow at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific. And then tomorrow night at Southern Sisters, you will be over at my house, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Mountain, and 3 o'clock Eastern.
You know, Kat, you're a pain in my butt.
Whoa. And then Sunday, we will be starting a knitting series on Twisted Fiber Friends. We will be at, I never say her name right, Cocoa and Cocktails. Anyway, y'all all know Coco. Uh-huh. Does it start out with Coco? Is it Cocktails with Coco? Cocoa and Cocktails? I don't know. But anyway, we'll be over at Coco's house on Sunday. And that's
Crochet and Cocktails with Coco.
There you go.
Crochet and Cocktails with Coco.
The 3 C's. But we'll be at her house and we'll be starting a knitting series, starting with the basics and going from there, which I think is exciting. I've always said we needed to have more knitting episodes because there's just as many, if not more, knitters as there are crocheters. And then there's many of, I'm going to still say y'all. I'm not ready to include myself in the knitting group yet because I'm still just a baby that are bi-stitchual. So I find that it's going to be a very exciting series.
Okay.
And on that note, then, I'm going to say thank you all so much for being here. I always appreciate when you stop in, whether you're here for just a little while or you're here for the whole hour. We just appreciate it. If you're catching the replay, please be sure to hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment because I love to know who it is that stopped by. So, Carrie, if you'll start us off.
Remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. You guys have a really blessed day. Thank you.
And please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your lovely light that they need to see. We'll catch you tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.